Hey, what's happening? This your boy Rikishi, your WWE Hall of Famer. Check this out. I want you to keep it locked on Smart Tank Revolution. Don't touch that dial. Why? The big man said I back that ass up on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SmarkTank Revolution, where we always kick out at 2. I am your host, the benevolent, intelligent, excellent, and eloquent Mr. Donnie Wonderful, back at you with another video. I'm excited about this one. Damn it, I'm excited, baby. Y'all see the thumbnail. CM Punk is back. God damn it, CM Punk is back. Excuse me. And trust me, like, when I saw it real time, early Sunday morning, because I waited to watch Survivor Series after I had finished covering boxing. That what I just gave y'all was my honest reaction, only about 1,000 decibels higher. So I apologize to my neighbors who may have thought a domestic dispute was happening because I mean, shoot, I went from being upset saying I turned everything off. Let me give you this. I turned everything off. My esteemed colleague, shout out Mr. Joey Business, he had messaged me his ratings for each match, but did a fantastic job at not mentioning any spoilers or any comebacks. So for in case you've been living under a rock, yet again, CM Punk is with the right con this time. I'll get to that in a minute. But when it was going off and they showed, the um the copyright infringement laws, like, the off all of the off air images in the lower thirds with the aerial view. I'm like, they're going off. I expected. I mean, we're in Chicago. I'm like, what are you guys doing? So in the midst of cussing out Hunter and Nick Khan in my head, that gets interrupted with and then I just absolutely lose my shit. Thank God this has happened. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is back in AEW. I just like CM Punk. I absolutely love watching Phil, watching him wrestle, and I can't wait to hear him on that open mic. And I pray that they don't try to give that creative. There's no way in the world that you can pitch or you can script any of his promos. You let him talk and you let him air his grievance. We already had one pipe bomb. Don't let it happen again to you. And I absolutely love the fact that this con, jolly old Saint Nick and Hunter, they don't give a good god damn. I'm saying cot by the way, COT. But they don't care. They are opening the books. This is a very different WWE from Vince's reign. I believe Vince was really adamant about not bringing CM Punk back, but true to his slogan, Hunter's going to do what's best for business, and I love it, and I absolutely love it. So usually when I cut this mic on and I do my videos on these topics. Um, there's plenty on this channel. There's over 300 videos here. If you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe. If you're returning, thank you for returning and listening to our tangents. I actually have bullet points to try to keep me on pace, and I'm gonna try to touch through all of them. So I wrote down one, two, three, four, five bullet points. Um, in business with the right con, kind of talked about that. What this means for the bidding war of 2024. Poor Seth Rollins in that underling belt. WrestleMania hopes and is AEW becoming the Titanic, and how WWE is flourishing without Vince. And I think I alluded to that earlier when I said that this is a whole new mentality under this group. Uh, they don't mind rolling out the carpet and writing the checks to bring these guys back. Already in under 4 months, under 4 months, look at the work that they've done. I thought it was genius and a happy accident or a blessing in disguise that SmackDown happened to be um, when they were in Colorado, when they were in Denver, Colorado, during when ESPN was covering Coach Prime, and The Rock happened to be there, and they brought The Rock in, and they were able. I'm pretty sure if there was ever a reason to have an 11th hour change, Vince, that was one of them. You fit Dwayne The Rock Johnson in, and that was a beautiful, unexpected surprise, and we loved it, and we talked about it, and even though this one was it still caught us by surprise with the execution, even though some of us knew it. So I don't remember who it was, but somebody posted a picture that they took with CM Punk uh, Saturday afternoon or Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday afternoon at Starbucks that was really close in proximity to the Allstate Arena. So and they said in the caption, yeah, CM Punk is back. So, we're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm wondering when they're going to do it. And the baby faces win, so they're going through the celebrations, and I'm like, okay. And then everything I said earlier, at the beginning of this video transpired, and it caught me off guard like that. But like I said, man, Nick Khan and Hunter, way to go, way to go. And I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna just say that and transition over to the bidding war of 2024. What does that now mean? What does that now mean? Because this kind of changes the dynamic of everything. I was super curious. I'm a huge MJF mark. Love MJF. And I'm a fan of the babyface MJF. I'm your no, 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 no. I'm your scumbag. Sorry, I'm a fan of that, but I love heel MJF and how he's just a heel all the way around. And I think with the AEW is doing great. AEW is doing great, and I think that he is your Hogan. Maxwell Jacob Freeman is AEW's Hogan. So if you're Tony Khan, whatever that man wants, you pay him. You pay him. You absolutely pay him. Because with and I think Brian Last had mentioned it, Cody, CM Punk, even to a degree, Jade Cargill. It's that's not the movement that you expected. Like when AEW guys are now coming back over to, or in Jay Cargo's case, being introduced to the machine now, because you don't get that talent back. There's no way in the world that you're gonna. It's not. I'm trying to, because I'm a fan of Tony Khan too, and I want to speak respectfully of both companies because I'm a fan of both, and I actually want both to flourish because I enjoy having options. And also, if you're a wrestler slash sports entertainer, to be able to go to another nationally syndicated promotion with pay-per-views and that can pay you. Like, I love to see opportunities for wrestlers to earn an honest living doing a sport that entertains us. So, with respects to that, I was going to say that the AEW to WWE isn't a lateral move. I'm sorry, not lateral. It's not a parallel move. It actually it is it's a forward lateral move. God damn it! It's definitely an upgrade. The longevity of WWE speaks for itself. Look at the arenas. Did you guys notice how well lit some Survivor, even SummerSlam too, but Survivor Series, sold out, sold out. I'm pretty sure they had people lined up outside just to hear the event, and they can, like, there's no a- areas in their premium live events that are carted off. That whole place is packed. And when the CM Punk came out, you guys heard that pop. Well, yeah, I think it was what 16,000. WWE's. with their Enron math, with their attendance, like it fluctuates. I'm pretty sure they count the animals and the ants and the people popping the popcorn too. But I tell you what, that pop that you heard for CM Punk, yeah, even the guys in the concession stands that were cleaning made some noise for that one. But when you get stuff like this that happens, and you see and the differences, you can clearly see them. And with the ratings, man, like the Dynamite ratings and the Collision ratings, you know what I mean? And AEW kind of seems like the Titanic right now. And they've been coasting. They're on that Atlantic, but that iceberg, man, that iceberg is coming in. And I do like that they signed Edge, but I tell you what, FTR, FTR. I know they're taking time off. Tony, it's a priority. You have to keep FTR there because the difference is what WWE's doing is they're allowing the most recent likeness of any character to come on over. Meaning, when Cody debuted at WrestleMania, the one thing that I was surprised that WWE did was they allowed him to bring his music over too. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is the current incarnation of Cody Rhodes. This is great. FTR, if they were to make that jump back to the WWE, they wouldn't be the Revival. They would likely be FTR, and just to stick it to you. So this is dangerous. This is dangerous. You know, MJF going over to WWE would be a huge cannonball to your shit, man. Like this is getting there, man. I'm telling you, like we're hitting critical mass, but with what's happening here, and I also put down poor Seth Rollins. By now, I'm pretty sure you all seen Seth's reaction to it, and I don't know if it's a work, I don't know if it's a shoot, but poor Seth. If it's a work, I enjoy being worked. If it's a shoot, well, damn it. Why do they have to treat this champion like he's below the barrel? That's why I call Seth's belt the underling belt. You do this to the underling champion. Can you guys imagine what type of cinematography, that magic, those visuals? Could you guys imagine what that would have looked like had the same thing been going, the same scenario, the bloodliner in the ring. Imagine if this is last year, the bloodliner in the ring. You got, Roman's music plays and then CM Punk comes out. Wow, right? And that's gonna set the stage for a great WrestleMania. That would set the stage for an awesome WrestleMania. But when it happens to Seth, it's like this man just can't catch a break. That's why I'm kind of hoping that this really was a work, man. Like, because if this is real, I'm like, man, look at this disrespect. You got the champion going on first. Like he doesn't get the same reference as Roman Reigns. Like Roman really is the champion. Like these are things that hey, look, the champion should get more respect. Damn it. That's why I'm saying like this is really the underling belt that Seth has, man. Poor Seth. Like if this is a work, you got me hook, line, and sinker, and I'm hoping that it actually is, and I can't wait because the next bullet that I had was the WrestleMania hopes. That's right. You sow those seeds in early. It's November, and we have until April to build an even bigger story, to build an even greater story. This is exactly what you do. You set that build up. This is going to marinate long enough to be main event on night one or night two. Because now that you have CM Punk here, this is great. Like if I don't care what champion he wrestles. It's a great match. Now you keep that underling title on Seth, if that's the case, and you have this to work with. You know, like what if there's real animosities? And I'm kind of liking this for Seth too, because we didn't know, or I didn't know rather, that if him and Cody were ever going to be able to work together in any capacity. And just this build up to War Games, you know, all eyes were on that dynamic and that duo whenever they interacted with each other, and I thought that worked phenomenally. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to watch Raw tonight. Of course I'm going to DVR it because I'm not going to get home till damn near hour three. But still, like I hope that CM Punk opens the show, and you guys and creative give this man a 35-minute time slot. They're about to be ether bombs dropped, and I don't know if they're going to be subliminal. You know, I don't know if there's going to be direct, but damn it, he can do it. And can you guys imagine? Can you guys imagine if night one, CM Punk and Seth Rollins, night one main event, WrestleMania, night two main event, the rematch, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Thank you, AEW. Right? Thank you. The EVP, and then I guess the hottest free agent that you guys have signed since Chris Jericho at the time. Wow. Wow. Talk about a fumble. And those are going to be blemishes on Tony Khan's record right there for me. If you're, let's see, 'cause I want to be nice, I don't want to be respectful, but if your lack of authority or your inept decisions allow the WWE to cash in Philly, and they'll cash in huge. Trust me, if that marquee has two wrestlers that should be currently wrestling and headlining your promotion, and the fan base is completely different. The fan base is completely different. I expected by now, and the videos are on this channel, but I expected by now for the fans to have turned on Cody. And I thought it was going to be another, AEW thing where I get it, where we would try to steer him to be a heel because I think Cody Rhodes would be a great heel. But it's working here, and I feel like now more so than ever, I feel the divide. Now, my colleague and I go to both shows. Whenever they're in Boston, we try to make them, and we make most of them. So there is a divide in the fan experience and the mentalities. They're night and day. They're apples and oranges. And for some reason, you know, uh, our AEW have, like we just have short patience, I guess. I mean, that's the best way to put it. That is the best way to put it because Cody is doing some great promo work. He's doing some great in-ring work, and the WWE side of us, we love it all. We're soaking it all in. We acknowledge it. Like now to where his theme song is being sung word for word in the same manner as Jericho's. Like it just seems like there's more stability and structure on the WWE side. Whereas on AEW, we're so used to, hey, at 8 o'clock you're a babyface, at 9 o'clock you're a heel, but at 9:30 you're a babyface again and you're a tweener. So we're just kind of used to it. Chris Jericho's a heel, yet we're singing Judas on the way in, when it's supposed to be, and not, well, yeah, traditionally it's supposed to be reserved for the baby face. We're supposed to be enamored with the baby faces and wanting to see the heels get punished. But like it just seems like there's one company that has consistently done that job right as far as psychology, whereas the other one, well, you never know what you're going to get. It's a plot. Everything's thrown in that pot of gumbo. So I would absolutely love to see what's going to happen in the future, especially for this WrestleMania card that looks like It's going to be huge now. And I also want to point this out. Randy Orton returned at Summer Survivor Series as well. And that's something that should not be left out, that should not be omitted. But CM Punk returning, this has not more significance. This has a lot of intrigue because there is legit business, unfinished business, and business heat here. Like it's more of a business move. It's a kick in the proverbial nuts. And I'm loving this. I am absolutely loving this. So AEW becoming the Titanic, is that ship sinking? I do love the Adam Copeland signing. I think that that AEW whenever moves going the other way, meaning like the Jade Cargill going over to WWE, she was never there before. I think that they fall in the trap of becoming literally NXT 2.0. So and here's what I mean. Um, Jade Cargill was AEW's project, from the Nightmare Factory. And now, she has that experience and Hunter's already brought her over, he's gonna polish that up and kind of, trim the hedges and make her a WWE mainstay. And she already had the name coming from AEW. Now, for other guys, I don't think it kind of works the same because Kenny was Kenny. The Bucks were the Bucks before then. You got the ROH, you have the whole catalog. But yeah, even in a sense, it kind of falls in the same yeah, it kind of falls in the same brackets because now like all of their latest and greatest are all on Tony's side. So if they happen to fall over to Nick and Paul, well, all they have to do is, hey guys, we brought the Bucks. Like their name speaks for themselves, and they made a name outside of here, and all we're going to do is now we're going to market that to bring in more money, bring in more cash flow. um yeah, like this what I really meant when I said AEW becoming the Titanic is because, come on, like this is more so for the EVPs. I'm speaking to you directly. There was no reason why you should have been this stupid, and I'm using that word because it seemed like it was more of a prideful decision, and maybe I may be speaking out of ignorance because I haven't actually heard any interviews where any of you all have said, like, yeah, we don't want to have anything to do with CM Punk. These are only things that I've heard from Dave Meltzer and those guys. But the the future of the business in your business, you should have made that a priority, especially when one side is willing to say, let's let bygones be bygones. I'm willing to be professional and do what's best for business. Now, when you isolate and ostracize that, you deserve this. You absolutely deserve this. This was an opportunity missed. Say what you want to say. There's people that try to paint CM Punk like a cancer. I can't confirm or deny that because I'm not in the locker room. But if the man is willing to say, let's make some adjustments, let's make this thing work, we want to flourish in this machine here, and you guys just let him walk off, that is dumb as hell. I'm sorry. There's nothing else I can say. There's nothing I can say. This WWE right now, this one, like no more Vince. No more Vince. They are willing. They are willing, able. Listen, both of the cons are billionaires and they have no problem opening that checkbook. So the money's not a problem. But only one of them is smart enough to know what's right for business and when to strike. The other one, well, don't let your emotions ruin your promotion. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for listening to my tyrant, my tangents. Um, yeah, I'm excited to watch Raw tonight. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it in my voice. So, on behalf of my colleague, Mr. Joey Business, this is Donnie Wonderful. Thank you for listening / watching. Until the next video.